The LA Auto Show in Los Angeles concludes the calendar of established international car trade fairs. The show in the City of Angels displays everything that will be hot on the roads and pointing to the future in the year ahead. Many German automakers are there too. Klaus Berning from Porsche says they deliberately decided to go to the motor shows where their customers are, and LA, or more broadly California, is its third biggest market, and that's why this show, which is tailored to the customer market, is very important. Other manufacturers think the same. Mercedes counts on its powerhouse models to make an impression, while others tout their alternative drives. Volkswagen also presents itself as an energy-conscious, eco-friendly brand. The LA show includes 30 world and North American premieres. But the high point of the new models, without a doubt, is Porsche's new Spider. Berning says it's a pure, open, and very dynamic Porsche. They built it lighter, set it lower, did everything. This car is fun. Unveiling the Spider in Los Angeles was a PR coup for Porsche. It's the company's lightest model available. The 320 horses propel this car from 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds. Porsche's Hans-Jürgen Wöhler says the company improved the kilo per horsepower ratio by 10%. The lion's share came from dropping 80 kilos of weight, and the rest from an extra 10 horsepower. At the center of the LA show is the Green Car of the Year competition, which singles out the year's most eco-friendly automobiles. An international jury of environmental and car experts award the prizes. 2 German models, the VW Golf TDI and the Audi A3 TDI, are among the 4 finalists. And the winner, the Green Car of the Year, comes from Germany, the Audi A3.
In America, there's a lot of misunderstanding still about clean diesel. People think that diesel is dirty, it's noisy, and generally left for trucks. And it's really an important pivotal moment.
In the future, mobility is supposed to become even greener. Zero emissions is the target. Practically every manufacturer is showing off new concepts. But in a league of its own in LA is the Audi e-tron sports car with 4 electric motors. 313 horses catapulted from 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds. Whoever said electric cars were boring? BMW is entering new territory, unveiling a real sensation after just 4 years of development. In 2009, the Bavarians entered in the Superbike World Championships. The precondition? To match the racing version, there must be a series motor that is street legal. And voila, the BMW S1000RR. Until now, Japanese manufacturers like Suzuki, Yamaha, Honda, and Kawasaki owned this class. Now they have German competition. Christian Landa from BMW emphasizes the company's attention to top-flight engine construction. Power for the bike comes from a 4-cylinder inline motor. The company decided that was the best for this model. BMW chose an inline motor during the concept phase and then developed one without compromises. The result is gratifying. The machine is narrow, despite its 999 cubic centimeter engine. And it's light as well. Ready to go with a full tank, it weighs just 206.5 kilograms. The designers place great importance on driving dynamics and ergonomics. After all, the rider should enjoy the ride. But most important in the design is functionality. David Robb from BMW explains the machine's dual face. The air here in the middle boosts efficiency. The bike has asymmetrical headlights, something familiar from BMW. In this case, they provide a functional advantage because having one small one makes the bike lighter than using 2 large ones. The chassis, too, is asymmetrical for functional reasons. Shark gills on the right-hand side let out a little air. And there's a ventilator on the left pushing out most of the hot gases. With 193 horsepower, the machine is a monster. To keep it under control on public roads, it's advisable to spend another 1,220 euros to get the optional anti-lock braking and the differential traction system. Bikers can choose from 4 different settings. Rain mode cuts the drive to 150 horsepower. The sport mode is more agile, but here all 193 horsepower are in the rider's hand. We asked BMW's factory rider Troy Corser to test the street version of his racing bike. For the race course, he could choose race or slick mode, depending on the tires. For even more riding fun, there's the optional shift assistant, which makes it possible to shift upward without a clutch. The race anti-lock braking system and the differential traction system can be disabled. A rider who does so should know what his limits are, but then riding has that pure racing feeling.
Oh yeah, the bike is actually just a little bit softer, just in the frame and the settings of the bike. It's very stable on braking. I was very impressed with this. Also, the power delivery is very nice and smooth on the road bike with the traction control and everything. Obviously, with this bike, we can adjust this to different levels of the grip. But no, I really enjoyed riding the bike around here. It's very comfortable, very neutral position, and enjoyable to ride.
Here are the values of the super sport motorcycle at a glance. The bike takes just 2.9 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. BMW's 1000RR is available for 15,500 euros in Germany. The auto experience. That's the motto of this year's motor show in Essen. Along with souped-up serial models, what is really drawing the public are the extreme vehicles, like this customized Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow from 1970. The American owners can even take it on the road in their country. In Germany and most European countries, that would be inconceivable. Motorsports goes together with customizing. This racing car not only looks like the legendary Ford GT, it was also built on an original Ford GT chassis. The parts put into it, like special shock absorbers and racing brakes, can be mounted in cars for the street as well. Those who don't want to scrape their knuckles or get their hands dirty can also buy complete vehicles at the Essen Motor Show. This Audi TT Roadster is just 4 years old. Its appearance, well, there's no arguing about taste, but the price is persuasive. This one-of-a-kind vehicle costs just 30,000 euros. Even cars that cost hundreds of thousands of euros directly from the factory aren't safe from the customizers. A Mercedes SLR McLaren is already exotic, but if that's not enough, you can individualize it. If you can afford the car in the first place, you can afford the cost of customizing. But run-of-the-mill cars also get customized. Subtle details make this VW multivan a designer piece. Audi is celebrating its 100th birthday. At the Audi Museum in Ingolstadt, visitors can trace the company's history. The exhibition starts with the year 1904 and the first car August Horsch ever built. The technician who shaped Audi more than anyone else began his career with Carl Benz. The museum shows footage of him retelling how he learned to build motors at Mercedes-Benz. But he set off on his own because he felt the owner wasn't interested in innovations. Horsch went into business for himself. In 1904, he founded the Horsch Works in the city of Zwickau, in what was then central Germany. But he quarreled with his partners, and so founded a new company, Audi, in 1909. In 1932, Horsch, Audi, and the Wanderer and DKW companies merged to form the Audi Union Company. The cars they made, like this 1936 convertible, are still role models today. Audi's motorsports manager Wolfgang Ulrich says the merger resulted in a large spectrum of talents and ideas, so that the company's designs were characterized by high-level knowledge, ideas, and creativity.
Ein sehr hohes Niveau von Wissen Ideen und Kreativität gestaltet hat.
Auto Union became world famous by discovering the marketing value of legendary racing cars. Bernd Rosemeyer, the son of an Auto Union race car driver, raves about the car's technology. The compressor at the back, a 16-cylinder engine at the back, direct exhaust. The motor was loud enough to make birds fall dead from the sky, he jokes. The museum also shows historical footage of Bernd's father, a legendary race car driver also named Bernd Rosemeyer. In the 1930s, Auto Union was the second biggest car manufacturer in Germany, after Opel. Auto Union built sports cars, mass-market vehicles, and middle-class cars. The Horsch convertibles were world famous, a synonym for luxury. Timo Scheider, currently Audi's most successful race car driver, is fascinated by the classic models. He raves about the car's own identity and flair, and what a great feeling it is to ride in one. That flair, loved by actors like Heinz Rühmann and Kurt Jürgens, vanished at the end of World War II. Half of Auto Union's staff remained with the Zwickau plant, which was then in East Germany, where they later built the country's all-purpose vehicle, the Trabant. The other half went west to Ingolstadt and refounded Auto Union. Under the name DKW, they brought a small two-cycle car onto the market in 1952. The head of the Audi Museum, Thomas Frank, says that Audi technology was the basis for the factories in both parts of Germany. In 1965, the Western two-cycle model was given a four-cycle engine and a new name, Audi. In the meantime, Volkswagen had become the majority stockholder in Auto Union. After its merger with NSU in 1967, the company produced the NSR RO80, a technological innovation with the Wankel rotary engine. But what captured the hearts of the masses were the small and mid-size cars, the Audi 50 and Audi 80. In 1980, as the world's first mass-produced all-wheel drive vehicles, they were ahead of their time. And since 1994, with the A8, Audi finally has a luxury sedan again. Thomas Frank says the Audi A8 was the legitimate successor of the Horsch. Audi has a long tradition of outstanding cars. Frank is confident that the company will still be around in 100 years. And there's still plenty of room in the Audi Museum for more milestones in automotive history.